Hello everyone. Today we are at a factory that produces kitchens and case furniture. Today we will show you one of the best factories in China, a factory that manufactures case furniture and kitchens, among other things. The most common question we get asked is, what exactly should I do if the kitchens arrive in a completely different size than what I originally specified in my initial order? The answer is simple. First, we always ask for the final measurements of the room in advance. Second, in the cities of Moscow, St. Petersburg, Krasnodar, and Kazan, we personally handle the preliminary measurements and assembly of all case furniture ourselves. If there are no assemblers or measurers from our team in your city or country, then, in this case, we add them to our group chat and start working together. We provide all the necessary documents, negotiate with them, and supply the paperwork they need to assemble everything. We also provide recommendations regarding assemblers. If they are not competent, we inform you about it. And accordingly, we handle all this work with them. What do I like from a design perspective and, of course, in terms of materials? First, what's really interesting here? An island has been made here and it's made of sintered stone. I want to point out that it's rounded, and even the facades are made of sintered stone. An important point from the assembly perspective. Here, this countertop is assembled in China, and then the facades are made of stone. Often, in terms of projects, our clients take the countertop and here is the joint. There's also a hidden panel here, and it's quite complex from an assembly standpoint because it's mitered at 45 degrees and combines two different materials. This is also a rather complicated process, and it needs to be taken into account as well. In terms of material and design, it's stunning. Here there's a combination of veneer, sintered stone, and metal. Well, it's really cool. It looks expensive. Amazing. Although, of course, the price is very reasonable. As a rule, our clients buy this design and quality from this manufacturer at about 20% less than at various other manufacturers. Some acquaintances, for example, Maria Kitchen. It's a great manufacturer, a great company, but this quality, this production ends up being about 20 to 30% more expensive, including logistics and assembly. So for the same money, what do you get? Cool design, a huge selection. You can install a charger. I don't recommend doing that. First of all, because it doesn't work. Well, there was some kind of malfunction. This happens often. So it looks nice, kind of interesting. You can charge your devices, but sometimes they break down. To install it from the inside, you need to run wiring there. In spring, we don't have much energy, and you won't even be able to reach in there yourself, which is why I don't recommend it. If they recommend a different type of charger, then next is a pull-out panel. There are two options. Either you press the sensor or you use the remote and press a button and the panel slides out. In this case, you have hidden elements, specifically here, spoons and forks. Maybe you could hide something else here. Some people even hide the cooktop. Again, I don't recommend doing this if you're buying a kitchen for yourself. Right now, we're implementing a project for a Moscow design bureau. Only the serving area, which slides to the side, is convenient for them because they hold meetings or have guests over, or they host some kind of catering event. It's convenient for them. It's beautiful and sleek. It's convenient to slide open for catering, then slide back to save space. It collapses down easily, making it both functional and interesting. Plus, the serving area can be raised or lowered. Take a look, we have episodes about this on our channel. But in this case, first of all, it takes a long time. The countertop will take some time to slide in and out, and if you need to grab something quickly, it's inconvenient. Secondly, as a general rule, clients do not use it either. But if aesthetics are important to you, it's a good high-quality mechanism. Absolutely nothing ever happens to it. And if needed, we can quickly order a new one and have it sent to you. Generally, clients don't use it because it's not ergonomic. If aesthetics matter and you need to move this, you should have a cooktop here. Then probably yes, but practically speaking, I wouldn't recommend it. Otherwise, the mechanism is cool, it looks beautiful, the materials are excellent. This is baked stone here. It looks very beautiful. I really like it and I hope the camera conveys that, but I definitely do not recommend it. By no means, it's an absolute nightmare. In actual practice, every single time that we've done this, no matter how expensive the mechanism is, it completely falls apart immediately. These are those pull-out doors. They already don't work well. They're brand new. It's an absolute nightmare. Well, sure, go ahead. No matter how many manufacturers I've seen, and not just Chinese ones, this mechanism always breaks down even at the exhibition stage. Under no circumstances should you order this. You'll end up breaking it yourself very quickly. Not even kids or guests. You yourself will break it. And with a high probability very quickly. That's why I definitely do not recommend this module. Here it's done in a very interesting way. Take a look at this as well. Oh, come on. There you go, buddy. This is an interesting solution here. I really like the slab made of baked stone, the countertop and backsplash in a unified style. Here, the joint is made with transparent glue. It looks beautiful, well done. The main thing is that the installers are able to do this. Ours definitely can. The outlets are done in an interesting, cool way. I like this feature. Of course, the outlets can be changed to European standard ones. This can also be done as long as the wiring is properly installed and the measurements are taken correctly in advance. It's possible to implement this. Here, it looks beautiful. All of this needs to be done. We have quite a large number of operational processes there, and at the same time, a lot of teams are involved. Often, our focus group for a single project can reach up to 20 people. Together with contractors, architects, assistants, and our own employees, it takes up to 20 people to complete a single project for just one of our clients. We absolutely love this. Sometimes we work with a client for 2 or 3 years while they're building a house. We practically become family during this process. We start with building materials, finish with furniture, soft furnishings, and decor, and we supply all of it. Excellent quality, but the hardware is terrible. The quality of production is cool and stylish. I really like it. Aesthetically, it looks beautiful. About this kitchen, I like, again, how the facades are made. Yes, in the same material as the countertop. Moreover, this factory can utilize premium Italian materials if needed. You can order Italian stone and have both the countertop and the facades crafted from that same material. The interior fittings are remarkably sophisticated and interesting. Honestly, I also would not recommend it. Yeah, it's cool. It slides out beautifully. You throw away the trash and so on. Even though it's a reliable mechanism, you really don't need it. Oh, interesting. Is this a metal interior? No, it's an aluminum interior, right? An aluminum frame. This is what I was talking about. This solution right here, I really like it. This is really cool. A huge front panel. It looks really cool and massive. You press the hardware. This is Blum hardware, and everything opens up. It opens more than 180 degrees. There are only 3 hinges. Initially, at first glance, it seems somewhat unreliable, but if we examine the details, it's an aluminum front, hollow inside, so it's remarkably lightweight. It actually weighs very little, and that's why 3 hinges, even if they're not Blum, can easily support it. Nothing will happen to it at all. This is what we showed in the showroom. Why is China #1 in terms of manufacturing? The reason is, let's take an example. This is most likely some kind of front panel. Here it's aluminum, and inside it's made of thin aluminum, it's hollow, and it's inexpensive to produce. Here too, it's aluminum, so it's really lightweight and portable. I can easily lift it with just 2 of my fingers. Oh, it's incredibly light. It's light. From the standpoint of shipping, it's inexpensive, and at the same time, from a manufacturing perspective as well. If you attach it with several hinges and use a servo drive, then outwardly it looks like a much more expensive, massive one. This will cost very little, but in terms of appearance and quality, it won't affect anything at all. And it will work for you for a long time, practically forever. You press it and it opens. There is minimal stress on them because it's lightweight. From a manufacturing standpoint, from an ergonomic usage perspective, and in terms of longevity, this is a great solution. In general, you can hide as much as possible. Just press it. Here, maybe you hid some kind of mess. Here, everything is messy underneath, but it looks nice from the outside. You press the button, it closes quickly, and nothing is visible. And here it's beautiful. The next solution that I also like is this shutter. This is pure aesthetic pleasure. It's just a metal shutter that looks really cool. From an installation perspective, it's not complicated either. Well, let's put it this way. It's not complicated if the installers know what they're doing in advance. And beforehand, they have precise measurements. It should be that these installers took the measurements and are responsible for the assembly. This is a very important point. It's really cool. This is a case that I really like. First of all, it doesn't actually take up any space. It hides away. Secondly, it's a metal facade and it's very thin. And if you need to close something off, you just close it. Awesome. You can also order doors at this factory. This is actually very good and absolutely logical. Because how does production work? So this entrepreneur in China decided to open a factory. As part of this production, he orders machines. He thinks about what he will make at this factory. Okay, so I'll make case furniture, and accordingly, he needs to understand what products he will be making from metal frames, veneer, plywood, and particle board. And accordingly, based on this, he plans his production in terms of purchasing equipment. The entrepreneur's goal is to expand the range of products he can make at his factory in order to increase output. And from the perspective of production logic, case furniture, furniture made of metal, glass, it makes perfect sense that you can further equip several. With additional machines in production, you can also manufacture doors, Therefore, at this factory, you can make doors in the same way as well as glass panels of this format, which are interesting for partitions, from metal frames and also from plywood, veneered, and so on. This is very convenient if you are making wall panels, as I showed earlier, and they need to match the color of the concealed door. Wall panels and built-in furniture, and often doors, are purchased from the same factory. This is mostly done to maintain a unified style and often to avoid mismatched tones within a single room. Of course, you can have this done at different factories. Doors are not that simple to install, and beforehand, you need to carefully record the most accurate measurements possible: height, depth, type of opening, and other critical dimensions. We also handle this as part of our work, mainly in Moscow, of course, because this is an absolutely vital step in the process. With built-in furniture, you can still modify or fine-tune something on site. But in the case of a door, especially if it's metal, you really can't do anything. All you can do is somehow change the height. But that's unlikely to work unless you carve out additional space. But is that really necessary? That's why it's important to take the correct measurements beforehand. And it's important that if you handle the entire process within one company, measurements, manufacturing, delivery, insurance, and assembly, then of course you avoid all the stress that comes with dealing with multiple contractors. And we provide this service. In other words, we handle the entire process, turnkey for our clients. Starting from the design of the architectural project plan, together with the architectural designer we work with, and ending with the furniture tour, delivery, shipping, insurance, assembly, installation, and even cleaning services within Moscow. Here, quite fascinating facades have been created, actually fabric ones with a sturdy metal foundation. It's fascinating how this factory combines them. Veneer, metal base, metal frame with plywood. It's very interesting with laminated chipboard. Next, here the interior is made of leather. We often talk about this as well, mentioning that we have soft closing mechanisms here. The soft closing mechanisms are perfectly adjusted. This is how it should be assembled. There are still no bumpers, but in terms of assembly, in terms of gaps, in terms of soft closing mechanisms, this is how it should be. The interior is interesting, but we always show this and mention that this is the interior that's here. It can be changed, customized, done in absolutely different ways. It all depends on your imagination and your design project. Here it's done in an interesting way. The light turns on automatically. And the significant advantage is that, as we'll see in the blue room, the panels can be constructed entirely from this same material. It looks incredibly interesting and very stylish. Metal shelves with tempered glass, what they do, you can implement it this way. In the walk-in closet, an interesting solution is when the wall panel is made in the color of the facade. The wall panel is made of fabric, and inside it has this kind of filling. Cool. A leather back wall, tempered glass, metal. Interesting. And here all of this smoothly transitions into the panel of the same shade, the same material. I absolutely love it, what you might call understated luxury. That's exactly what I really love. Here it's fabric. You can use veneer here. We open it up, and here it's sintered stone, where you can use porcelain stoneware and glass. Nothing unnecessary. Next, we move on, and here is the bathroom, entirely made from this stone. Now, this is beautiful. It's all sintered stone, and it's actually not expensive. Sintered stone is usually 3 to 4 times cheaper than natural stone. Yes, if I were an enthusiast, of course, I would change a few things. But overall, it definitely looks cool and aesthetic. And from a manufacturing standpoint, it's very reliable. But I'll repeat, this is a very important point. It all looks beautiful, but it all needs to be implemented. That's a very important point. Everything needs to be measured accurately in advance, and you need to coordinate this beforehand with the team doing the renovation so that the measurement is final. Then everything needs to be delivered, prepackaged, insured, brought in, and of course it all still needs to be installed. The ultimate primary objective of this fit-out is fully assembled furniture, flooring, plumbing, and all the essential household goods and fixtures in your home. That's why this whole process, of course, needs to be carried out. It's very important. That's why we take care of this pain point. I'm mentioning this on purpose a lot so that it's clear that this is a bottleneck. It's difficult in terms of implementation, but of course we do it. Right here, you have an interesting combination of natural veneer paired with a sleek metal frame. It's absolutely stunning from a manufacturing and quality standpoint. But I don't like this nuance. I wouldn't recommend doing it this way. Here, the cut is at 45 degrees, and here's the joint. And in metal, you can't make it perfect, can you? Perfectly. So in this case, it needs to be filled in with something matching the color. Or the assemblers should do it. Fill everything in, color to color, match the tone so that it's not visible. or you make a single unified aluminum panel. We have an episode on our channel, be sure to check it out, about a factory that makes metal products, including kitchens and countertops. It's a single piece. It's more complicated in terms of production and transportation, but we do that as well. Here, of course, you need to take the dimensions into account as always. Everything needs to match. Although if it's within the scope of this project, like here where it's in the middle, then it's not critical. We have an episode about smart homes where there are windows with lighting. It's an interesting solution. When you press a button, your windows open, the curtains move, the lights turn on, and so on. Be sure to check it out. This is an example of a children's room. Again, within the framework of designing built-in furniture at our factories, of course, you can create any design project of any size. What interesting modules can be made? Transitional ones. Here, probably a rather strict child is growing up. Usually, of course, it looks different, but here it's presented in a very interesting way. What I like here is the glass you can draw on, and then you can erase everything. So a child can draw something, play around, and then you can erase it. At the same time, you can use different shades of other materials and so on. Today, in my opinion, we showed you one of the most beautiful factories in the city of Foshan. It's not crazy. Our clients really like this factory. They like it a lot. Send us your design projects. We will quickly calculate everything and do everything necessary to bring your dream project to life.